Hi, my name is Kwali Tran, and today I would like to talk about the misconception of stem cells and the policy that I am advocating for. So, before I get into my policy, I would like to talk about the past and how this problem came to be about. So, back then, when stem cells were discovered, the only stem cells during that time were embryonic stem cells. So, stem cells that were derived from embryos. Because of that, many religious people were were saying that an embryo was still alive. So many ethical and political debates over the uses of embryos in 2000 were there were a lot, and because of that, the president during that time, President Bush, he restricted funding for stem cells overall. But as new stem cells were discovered after President Bush left, they were ignored because this is because stem cells were equated to embryonic stem cells. So what this means is that the public thinks that all stem cells come from embryos. And that is the big misconception that I'm talking about. So my policy is to reallow all research on all stem cells. So the government will provide funding to every type of stem cell research. There are other solutions like focusing on stem cells that don't breach ethical issues like adult stem cells, which come from the human body, uh, and privatization. But focusing on stem cells that don't breach ethical issues, adult stem cells, because embryonic stem cells is the best type of stem cells there is because it's the most malleable, and what scientists hope to do is transform adult stem cells into embryonic stem cells. So to speed up all research, we might need all types of stem cells. And for the other solution, privatization, is that private companies, will go in and provide the funding to stem cell research. So I think this is bad because it will be mostly based on money. So for example, there was a school in Michigan, medical school. They were doing stem cell research, and they were able to use the treatment for Parkinson's, but the team didn't have enough funding to go through with it. So our private company was able to take a hold of this and patent it. So what I'm scared is that with these patents, it will be hard for as more companies invest into stem cells, newer companies will be not be able to go into market because of these patents, and that will restrict stem cell research also. So I think my policy is the best because it can reverse the public view of stem cells and make them view it as the next frontier of medicine because it works because now a lot of people are now supporting stem cells in general, and even the religious folks too. So from a study done in 2009, more than 75% of people were willing to uh, accept stem cells research. So for adult and umbilical cord, they were mostly acceptable, but for human embryos, they were acceptable with strict conditions. So what that means is that you are able to do stem cell research, but only under government regulations, like only using embryos that are only discarded. So people mindsets now are changing because they see adult stem cells and our stem cells as a new viable medical treatment. Because of the news, adult stem cells now, there have been a lot of treatments that are available for adult stem cells, and there has been a lot of progress overall. So I think my policy to allow all stem cell research is the best because with this, it'll make the research in general the fastest it could be, unlike the other solutions. And I would like to thank you for watching my presentation. These are my sources.